Good morning to all of our viewers all over the world. It's another edition of Bystanders at the newsstands here on Flip TV. You are welcome this lovely morning, 18th of August 2025. It's a blessed week, a blessed morning as well. You are welcome this lovely morning. As you are joining us, kindly click on the like button, drop your comment, and also share this program to others. I have with me here the Punch newspaper and the Vanguard newspaper this morning. My name is Sonny Rashid, the anchor man here on Flip TV. Let me start from the Vanguard this morning. Zenith Bank marks 35th anniversary. Celebrates pioneer customers, long-serving staff. Federal government, Jonathan, ACF celebrates IBB at 84. How APC swept by elections. Wins 12 seats. ABGA 2, PDP 1, NNPP 1. Tinubu fed winners as opposition parties kick. Flood by election. Dress rehearsal for 2027 polls. ADC. There may be no elections in 2027 if that's PDP. It's mockery of democracy. Labour Party saying that our by-elections win. Endorsement of Tinubu, APC. Now fund loans will pay fees students are charged. Alausa. Zelensky rejects territorial concessions as Putin offers security guarantee. NLC strike notice. NSITF admits 50% deductions. These are all 40 missing, 10 rescued in Sokoto boat mishap. These are all on the front pages of the Vanguard newspaper this lovely morning, 18th of August 2025. I move to the Punch newspaper. APC. Opposition clash over by-elections results in 12 states. Tinubu hails winners. INEC as PDP. NNPP. ADC rejects results. Threatening lawsuits. Shipping crisis delays Dangote 3,550 CNG trucks. Court orders full disclosure of 37 billion renovation by National Assembly. Workers' compensation. Federal government backtrackers as MLC holds ground. NSITF moves to avert strike, says AGF will refund workers NLC needs. Nigeria deports 42 convicted Chinese Philippine cyber criminals. NCPC resume Israeli pilgrimage with 50% subsidy. 2 Nigerians die of suspected poisoning in Libya. ICRC issues new PPP guidelines for MDAs. These are all on the front pages of the Punch newspaper this lovely morning. I've read the Vanguard and I've also read the Punch newspaper this lovely morning. Our viewers, it's a lovely week and a lovely morning as well. As you are joining us this lovely morning, click on your like button, share and drop your comment. Let me have my first reviewer this morning, Mr. OJ Olajide. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Rashid. You are most welcome. Good morning. I'm from Cote d'Ivoire, Mr. Ansasi. I'm saying good morning to all our global viewers on Flip TV this morning. We are most welcome. The pioneering station, the pioneering platform that started street journalism that brought people down to this place every time, ask them their intention, what do they see, without gagging their voice. They blazed the way they laid the foundation for street journalism. That's why we are giving kudos to the management of Flip TV for pioneering that achievement. Coming to the streets and they produced a lot of veterans. That's why we are saying good morning to Flip TV that see on ground, see doing what we have started before. Good morning to our management and the brain behind this platform. I'm also saying good morning to all our global viewers who have been beneficial to us. Dr. Kwoyi, King Joe Ogba, T Billions, and many of them, Lady G, and all of them. what beneficial to us on this platform, you are most welcome. I remain my humble self, Mr. O.J. Olajide, your global analyst. You are most welcome. And our esteemed anchorman, so Mr. Rashid, you are most welcome.
Glad to Yabo is saying good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Nelly Onwa, good morning everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Emmanuel Oguji, Flip TV, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Flip TV. That's the name. Onwa, good morning. Glad to Yabo, good morning, day and command and crew members.
Okay.
Good morning. Okay, let's start on him, Salajide.
Yes.
We've seen Jonathan visiting IBB at his 84th birthday. So people are saying he went there for his political ambition. So people are saying he just went there to felicitate with him. So people are saying this is like he's planning ahead of his 2010, maybe he's coming out to contest for presidential candidate in 2027. What's your take on this?
Anybody is free. If I have access to IBB, I will also visit him. Mr. Ashiri, I was spoken on a platform this morning before this.
Visit IBB.
I said if I have opportunity to visit IBB, I also visit him. Let me even tell you what has happened to me this morning.
Okay.
I was spoken on a platform this morning before this Flip TV. Yes. And the anchorman asked me, what's my opinion on IBB 84th birthday anniversary? I say I wish him happy birthday, IBB, because he's still a living man. So you must. The Bible says rejoice with everybody. So he's still a living man and celebrating.
But
yes, that's the cup of tea. That's them. This is me. This O.J. Olajide speaking. I've wished IBB happy birthday this morning on the platform I've spoken before I came to your home. That may God I wish him long life prosperity of 84th birthday anniversary. So why must I be bitter about his birthday celebration? He's still alive. He's not dead. Even people who died, they remember them. How much somebody who's still alive? So I remember him. I wish him good luck. Happy anniversary, 84th birthday anniversary. May God grant him long life prosperity. So that's my take on IBB 84th birthday anniversary. I wish him good luck on that. I wish him happy birthday 84th birthday anniversary. So I don't wish him any. I'm not wishing him evil. As far as that is concerned.
Okay, Jonathan visiting. What's your take on that?
Of course. If I'm here, wishing him happy birthday, who don't have access to him, what about those who have access to him, who can walk into his presence? I also wish him happy birthday, personally, physically. The same thing I'm doing is what Jonathan has done. If I don't have access to IBB, and I'm standing on the streets of Ijai Road, Ogba here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm wishing IBB happy birthday, and somebody who has access to him physically, who can be allowed to call me and meet him. It's the same thing I believe he's doing. He's also going there to physically wish him happy birthday, 84th birthday anniversary. That's one thing I believe Jonathan himself has done. So now I wish him, I thank you for having done that. I'm in agreement with what Jonathan has done. Whether he has not gone there for another thing, he still has the right to do that. Jonathan still has the right to still go and talk to IBB. After I must have wished him happy birthday. Get my point? After I must have wished him happy birthday, he has the right to do that. To discuss his personal ambition with him. Hello, I'm going for presidential election or consult him. Can I go or not? So he has the right to do that. After he has the right of freedom of association to freely move with him wherever he would like, discuss with whoever he like. I told you I was speaking on a platform before I got here this morning. I've read many papers this morning. I've listened to some news on TV station, to radio station. So there's freedom of association for anybody. Nobody can guide anybody's voice. It's your choice. If you decide to limit yourself, that's your own cup of tea. You have a right, you have a chance. So freely associate with whoever you like, discuss with whoever you like. No, go into relationship with them or discuss their relationship. So I just has the right to discuss anything he has with anybody, including what's it called IBB or whatever areas of his life. Nobody can gag him. Nobody can stop him. Nobody can prevent him. It's a fundamental human right. So those who are saying, he got there for that, if he has gone there for legal reason, it's all right. It's okay by him. He has the absolute right to do that.
Okay, do you think this Jonathan, he is contesting for 2027 presidential election? Do you think he will get votes in the south, the east and the north?
It's left for individual. I only know who I will vote for. I don't know who other person will vote for. I only know who I will vote for. I cannot tell who you vote for. Any other person will vote for. So I won't be speaking of what I don't know. Whether he will get vote or will not get vote, you should get vote now. I think he will vote for himself. Will he not vote for himself? That's one vote. And it's not a vote. That's vote already. So whether he will get vote, he will not get vote, he will get at least minimum one vote, at least his own personal vote. So it's not for individual to tell me who they will vote for. Whether we get votes in Nigeria or not, I cannot speak for any other person's mind because I'm not the one that will do their voting. They will do their voting by themselves. I only do my own voting on myself. I cannot talk about my own vote. I have a power upon. But I will tell you that this is the same Jonathan that the North kick against, brought down, campaigned down against 2015. I mean, yes, 2015, yes. No, 2015, yes, 2015. That the same North who said he's a bad person, he performed worse, he was killing their people. It is the same North that runs some indigenous and conspire indigenous and work against him. So Jonathan will now become a tool in the hand of the people who want to use him for their own selfish interest. That's the question I want Jonathan to answer. Now people desperately now want to have their own ambition to be achieved now. Will that be a tool in their hand? That's number one. Or will himself be interested in running for the election? It's a two different thing. If it will be a tool in their hand, that's their tool and go and answer their call. Or if himself is interested in running, he also answer that question to answer by himself. Whichever one it is, out of the two, whether he will now succumb to be a tool to achieve other people's political interests, or himself want interest to run for the election. Either of the two questions what the other to answer. Whichever one he decides, it's left for him. It's his personal decision. I'm not to dictate to him. If he wants to run, good luck. Yes, he has to do that. And if he will now become a tool, the people who desperately want him to use it for their own realization of their own ambition, it's time for him to answer that.
But I want to ask you a question, Mr. Ladi. Obi and Jonathan, 2027. Don't you think there might be a clash between their supporters?
Why would there be a clash? Obi is already campaigning for ADC. That shows where Obi already belong. PDP win Jonathan. That's where PDP, that likely where Jonathan will belong. Why would there be clash? Was there no Labour Party, PDP and APC in 2023 election? Each of them got their own different votes. APC got, PDP got, Labour got. So where will clash come? Those supporters who are finding themselves, they don't have senses. If they have sense in their brain, they need to find anybody. I go to the police, I cast my vote, I go back to my home. Only political talk, political tout that fight. I don't fight during election, before election, after election. I hold my voter's card, go to the polling booth, cast my vote, go back to my house. Who am I going to fight with? Who the other among the person that I'm going to? I'm going to exercise my franchise right of voting. That's where it ends. The right to vote. And once I've done that, I go home. So what am I having with? Those who fight are the tout, are the thug, whom they are engaged to destroy the process. A law about this thing must not be found during election. Take your peaceful votes, go there, cast your vote, and go back home. So those who are fighting, they don't get their knock. That means they don't have their norms. If they have their norms, they will not go and be fighting over election, over candidates, fighting over who. Even if I'm a party member, I will not fight over my party or with the opposition party. So those who are fighting, that's a cup of tea.
I want to ask a question, Mr. Ladi. Let's look at it from this angle. If peradventure Jonathan become president of this country again, how do you think he can or he might tackle the issue of insecurity? Because some people are saying when he was still the president, he's already making some move to tackle the issue of insecurity, especially in the north, before he was removed. But now, if later becomes president again, how do you think he will tackle the issue of insecurity, especially Boko Haram?
See, under Jonathan, Boko Haram festered. Boko Haram went haywire. Boko Haram prospered so much under Jonathan. Get my point? So now, for him to tackle insecurity, if I were Jonathan, what I would do is this. Boko Haram is an ideology. What does Boko Haram means? No to Western. Okay. The voice is not coming. Now, under Boko Haram, under Jonathan, Boko Haram is an ideology. What does Boko Haram means? No to Western education. They don't want Western education. They want Islamization of their area. They want to be ruled by Islamic ideology, Islamic law and norms. So since I have known that, what I will do is to de-radicalize this mentality, to educate them better on what they believe is the best. I will counter it. How to counter it is to bring up a program, I will radicalize them so that they will bring. I'll come up with something that will counter what they are saying. They are put up a narrative to the public. I will come up against their own narrative, counter the narrative. That is what happened. What they are saying, this negative of it. I will go into the message of what they are talking about. I will bring up negativity aspect of it. I will promote it. Why? Before the people say people don't embrace this again. That's the first time. That's the first thing to do. Bring up the bad aspect of that thing they're talking about. Bring it up to the public. Let the public see the danger in what they're talking about. Dig into your archive. Study what they're talking about. What is the bad about it? Bring it up to the people. Let people see the bad aspect of that thing they're talking about. That's the first way to go about winning that process. Then number two, I will empower people. The people of that area. Look, these people you call Boko Haram, they are not up to the population of people living in that area. I will empower people to form themselves into security network, safeguarding their own land by themselves.
They should defend themselves.
Yes.
But they don't have the weapon.
What do you mean by they don't have the weapon? Look, if you constitute people into a security network, security force of their area, somebody who wants to come and attack them will think twice. Because he won't know whether they themselves have stopped with some things. But because when it's everybody, just many idle, not proactive. When the people know that all the people themselves are now becoming a soldier of their land, they are not security, personnel of their land now. Everybody is well authorized, ready for. When you are coming, you think twice. I'm telling you.
But Mr. Lajide, we've seen a man. His name is Jackson. When all these herdsmen wanted to attack him, he attacked them first and killed maybe one of them. Do you believe that he was arrested and sentenced because he killed one Boko Haram? He defended himself. But you are now saying they should defend themselves. What do you have to say about that?
That's an individual person now. Is it the entirety of the people of the place? I'm talking about the entire population of the area, of the land. Become a security force that will defend your land. Let the government try there. If the old people are becoming security members, one person, they can easily override one person now. Let the entire people of the land constitute themselves into the security defensive mechanism that defend their land. The government will not dare them because the government knows that that's going to become a war. They will not be able to manage this. So when it's just an individual, just one person, they can always send another person across. So we see all the people in Ogba now, people living in Ogba, rise up to an occasion. Even if they are sending army here, they will think twice. That it's the whole people that we want to kill people. It's because an individual, that's why they're still having their way. Let every people of that land rise up to that defense of the land. I'm telling you, the government will not have other than to recognize them as the security force of the land now. And those who want to come and attack them will think twice. Like when it's an individual, like that man is talking about, and the government can just pick him and silence him.
Why do you think the government can pick him and just silence him like that? Because he defended himself.
He's the only one.
He's the only one.
Yes, he's the only one. Yoruba says Osushuowo. You know whether Yoruba mean, you know that Yoruba people that said Osushuowo. What do they say about it? You cannot. That means bunches of broom. You cannot break it. You hold a broom, a thick broom that's full, and bend as well. I can break it at once. Maybe if you remove just one of them, if it twists, what will happen? It will break. That's why the Bible says, Oshishowo. Ale for share. There's a bunch of brooms, you cannot break it. You can't. So when it's a single broom, you can break it. So let them be consistent to deliver security force that will safeguard their land. Not a really standing force to defend their land. Not one person, not two. Entirety of the people of the land. Rise up. Let us say our government will now go there and say they want to silence them. And allow opposition killers to come and kill them on their land. But if it's an individual like that man is talking about, they can always suppress him.
Okay, let me take you on this last one because you have some.
No problem. I can spare some time.
Bello told these fighters. They killed some soldiers. Adult dozens in Chokoto raids.
Look, what I'm talking about is that those soldiers that were killed, that were adopted to those states, it's because maybe the firepower of those militants, those bandits are secure than those soldiers, or they are caught unaware. Yes, if they are ambushed.
But people are saying the weapons that all these bandits that they are using is more powerful than the ones that soldiers are using.
That's what I've just told you. It could be that the firepower of the bandits are superior than that of the military, or they are ambushed, or they were asleep when they stormed their camp. That's one thing. But number one is either they are asleep, they are not well at alert. Number two, it's either they came, they submitted under superior firepower. Yes, let me repeat it. It's either those soldiers were subdued under superior firepower of the bandits. Number two, it's either they were asleep, they are not well prepared. They forgot to guard at home, they are not well at alert. Number three, it's either they are saboteurs among the soldiers who sell them out to give information. Either of the three. Otherwise, how can you just stomp a lion's den and say want to capture a lion? Soldiers are lions now. If another lion is going to another lion's den, if the lion is going to his den is asleep, then the lion coming can grab it and kill it. But if the lion you are going to his den is also awake. After that, you know it's a fight of, it's not the fight, it's a fight of death. And then when it's either you are asleep, you are not well at alert, you are unprepared. Or number two, the superior firepower of the bandits is higher than your soldiers. Or number three, there are saboteurs in the system that sabotage the system for against the what's it called, the attack, the soldiers. So it's to have effect on them. They will subdue them, they will kill them, abduct them, you hear them, abduct many of the soldiers. That's it. That's what can happen. So blame the system for allowing this to happen. But that's what happened to them. So blame the system. So those soldiers, either of those three was what brought that happening to them. That's it.
How APC swept by elections, wins 12 seats, APGA 2, PDP 1, and NPP 1. What can you say about this?
Mr. Rashid, I've just told you that Nigerians themselves also need now to come up. I doubt whether Nigeria really mean what they are saying about this APC government. Why? These Nigerians are saying bag of rice 120,000. There is hardship in the land. Petroleum, because of petrol, is this, is that. But look at the result of the votes that came up now. APC won over 80% of the votes. Then tell me, the voting pattern of Nigerians, has it changed? It has not changed. This is where you should have seen a difference in the voting pattern of Nigerians, in that the voters separate differently in the way they be voting. But then that's not the case. They still voted the same way. they be voting. APC still won over 80% of the vote. Where is the pattern of votes that is supposed to change? That means Nigeria has not learned any lesson. That means what they are saying is, if they don't mean it, if they mean it, we have seen difference in the way they voted. Voting pattern must have changed. We have seen other parties winning the seats, but they did not win the seats. That's number one. That could be the reason. That means people see voted the same way they are voted. Number two, is it that their vote did not count? Is it that the electoral system does not allow the result to be counted? Is it that the way they voted was not the result of what it was announced to them? I'm only asking, could it be that that's what happened? Could it be that they voted one way? And could it be that they voted one way? It's another result that will be declared to us. Is that the case that happened? That is our electoral system. Is that maybe they didn't give us the result of what we voted for? I'm not only asking, could that be the case? Number three is that could that be that people are tired, they don't want to come out and vote? Their votes are bought. Because I could see in the news whereby displays people that were caught with money coming to buy votes. I saw people caught on the side of opposition parties, PDP, ADC, NNPP. But I have not seen anyone caught bringing money to buy votes for APC. So then what happened? That means vote buying of other parties were not perfected. APC perfected their own. That means the way another APC make their own vote buying as class the other parties. Otherwise, why other parties were caught with money? I saw it in news. The money displays. So this is the issues that I need to talk about as far as this matter is concerned. That look, other parties maybe they are asserted, they are asserted by APC in terms of vote buying. That's it. Because they were not caught in vote buying scandal. But other parties were caught. Number two, maybe the electoral system did not disclose the result of the actual vote that was cast at the polling booth. Number three, maybe the people voting pattern is still the same way. They are still bought and they are still compromised by vote buying. Or the fourth one, maybe the parties themselves who are claiming, who are making noise, they are not even on ground. Because if they are fully on ground, we should have seen differences in the voting pattern this morning. I mean, by results. But what we saw was old way of voting. APC won everything, and they are saying APC is the program of APC is bad. That means 2027 we should not expect anything different. If APC won over 80% of election in by-election just conducted last week Saturday, over 80%, and then that means 2027 will not be a no-go area for other parties. Yes. No, it says that they will not be able to come up. That's what I mean. No-go area means they will not be able to come up and make any appreciable, progress. That means people will still win. Going by just after 2 years in power, when they say APC is bad, his government is this, that, they still won over 80% of the votes. That means they will still win national 2027 election. So except our electoral system is changed, most part of people are changed. People now think of the voting in a new way, and then our electoral system give us the result of the true result of the election we conducted. Otherwise, there's nothing new we should expect in 2027. What we have seen is what we shall see in 2027. That's my take on it. On that.
Okay, let me allow you to understand.
Thank you very much.
Our viewers, if you are watching, kindly drop your comment, click on the like button, and share this program as well. Drop your comment, it's very, very important. Also click on the like button, it's also very important. And share this program to others. Tell others we are live this lovely morning. Good morning, Pastor Martin.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
You are welcome to Flip TV. Over the weekend, We've seen Jonathan visiting IBB. Some people are saying at his 84th birthday. Some people are saying this is a political game. Maybe he's trying to play a game ahead of his 2027 presidential ambition. Some people are saying he just went there to felicitate with him. What's your take on this?
Let me say that Jonathan have not made his intention known, because there are speculation that they will be drafting him into the race, talking about 2027 presidential election. And apart from that, we have seen so many northern stakeholders, political leaders, pundits, saying that the best option for the North is Jonathan. And for obvious reason, we understand that Jonathan is have governed before, and that if Jonathan should govern now, they have just one term, because there are speculation out there that if Obi gets the ticket as he promised that he's going to do only one term, that he may flout that promise. But I want to say that Obi is somebody that have credibility. Obi will not flout it. But looking at Jonathan, I think from my own understanding, Jonathan is still weighing the option, because otherwise he would have made his intention, or he would have debunked all the insinuation flying here and there. But keeping silence means he's actually somehow interested. Maybe he's weighing.
He's interested.
Yes, because if you are saying somebody is a thief, the person did not deny that he's not. The person is not denying, and the person did not say anything. It means the person is somehow accepting that he's a thief. So if they are saying that Jonathan may contest, and some Northerners are already saying let him come out, PDP members are saying he's our best candidate. Some Jerry Ghana is saying we're already reaching out to him. I still keep him quiet. It means he's interested, and perhaps he weighing the options before he makes his intention known.
Okay, do you think maybe we can learn from his past mistakes?
I may not be able to tell whether he will learn from his past mistakes, but as far as I'm concerned, I think Obi is the best for that position, judging by his antecedents. Because for me, Obi have what it takes to sail the ship of Nigeria out of the present quagmire to safety. So for Jonathan, I know he has some good areas. I'm not doubting that, because we can clearly see the difference in his time and Buhari's time, and the difference in this current administration. Because even the current vice president, talking about Shetima, made it very clear that in his time, when Jonathan declared state of emergency in his state, that Jonathan did not remove him as a sitting governor, just unlike what the current president did in Rivers State. That Jonathan was advised that the president did not have power to remove a sitting governor through state of emergency. So we saw under Jonathan where even the reform that removed from office was initiated under his watch. Talking about Carida, that gave the electoral process more credibility then. We saw even the registration of APC that saw APC defeating PDP in that 2015. But currently, they wanted to register, oppositions wanted to register ADA, or Democratic Alliance, but INEC seemed to be full dragging. So I think there are some good areas of Jonathan, there's no doubt. But if you're asking me as a person, my personal opinion, I believe that Obi will do it better.
Okay, Brahma is saying Fulani scares and Jonathan wants to disgrace himself the second time. Forget Obi, because Fulanis have seen enough last week. Let me be clear, Fulanis are opposing Nigeria economic development. Lenian Pascal, good morning. Good morning to entire Flip TV view and viewers. Greetings from Switzerland. Good morning, ma'am. As you're watching, as you're joining, click on your like button, drop your comment, and also share this program. Pastor Matthew, okay, let's look at this. Let's look at it from this angle. Peter Obi, Jonathan, the two of them, 2027 election. Do you not think maybe there might be a clash between their supporters?
It's not about whether there might be a clash. If two of them are on the ballot, it will divide votes of the opposition. That's the truth. It's going to be similar to what happened in 2023. A situation where an article was on the ballot and Obi was on the ballot. So it polarized the vote of the opposition. So anything that brings Obi, a Jonathan, or even Atiku on the ballot on different political parties, know that Tinubu have won the game. There's no argument about that. Because, yeah, that's a semblance of what happened in 2023. Because even if you want to rig, if you have overwhelming opposition, there's a limit to what you can do in terms of rigging. Because you can confidently rig in areas where you are popular. But if everybody all is against someone and the person wants to rig, the person will rig, but the rigging may not give the person victory. But once you see a fragmented opposition, there's nothing you can do about it. The Tinubu will go back to Aso Rock.
Can you explain that further?
If opposition are not united and Obi is contesting, Atiku is contesting, Jonathan is contesting from different political parties, they will divide the vote of the opposition. So it is irrespective of whether a Tinubu perform or not, he will win the election. That is the truth.
We talk about.
No, that's what it be.
So you are saying Tinubu cannot win?
Yes. You are not getting what I'm saying.
Okay.
In even if you say the election was rigged in 2023, the point is the vote of Obi and the vote of Atiku. If you put it together, it outnumbered the vote of even Tinubu, the vote with which they declare him winner. Because in that election, going by the result of INEC, Tinubu got 8.something million votes. Atiku got 7.something million votes. Obi got 6.something million votes. Kwankwaso got 1.something million votes. So if you put together the vote of Kwankwaso, Obi, and Atiku, you are talking about 13 or 14 million votes, as against somebody that have 8 million votes. So if the opposition were together, the whole of that 13 or 14 million vote would have been together against the 8 million vote. That is what we are saying here. That if you equally go into this election as a fragmented opposition, you are still giving the ruling party an advantage. Even if you say there is rigging, even if there is rigging, there is a limit to what you can rig if the opposition is united. That is the point I'm making. And it's a statement of fact. You will tell me say I'm talking. I tell you say I'm talking before.
How APC swept by elections?
Are not moved.
They are not moved.
Yes.
Why?
We saw some video that went viral. Whether that happened in Anambra too, where they took a politician, took beavers, electoral material to his personal residence. And we saw the majority leader of the House in that state coming to confront them. And the majority leader was able to confront them because of by virtue of his position in government. So if you were to be just a private citizen who have no influence in the society, you couldn't have even gone there. Because the man was even saying that they threatened to shoot him. It's all over the media. So is that the election you want me to be commenting on? Or the video we saw that went viral as well, where you can clearly see some INEC officials who reportedly collected money from politicians allegedly to compromise the system, the process. Is that the process I should be jubilating or celebrating that the outcome couldn't have been free and fair, seeing all these videos that is going viral online. But as a people, we must find a way to get it right with the electoral process.
Emmanuel Ubuji saying, Mr. Matthew is so matured. Greet him for me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Where my committee saying Tinubu is already elected 2027. Let's fight for regional system or divide Nigeria. Even Soludo congratulate Tinubu. That's where my committee.
You know what Soludo is doing? It is the same thing the Osun State governor is doing, Adeleke, because they know that they have an election. Their own is off-cycle election. So the question is, going by the manipulative system, tendency, and power of the executive at the national level, they are afraid. The likes of Soludo is afraid. That's why I say his friendship with Tinubu is since 22 years. The likes of Adeleke is afraid because they have seen what Tinubu do to Rivers State. By all purpose and intent, there is no basis for the state of emergency that was declared in Rivers State. Even if you wanted to declare the state of emergency, the constitution that gives the president the power to do so, section 305, do not empower the president to remove suspend a sitting president or House of Assembly members. So it was a usurpation of power that he did. Usurpation of power of the legislative arm of House of Assembly. So what is happening to those governors is they are scared. Have you not seen what happened in Delta State, where a sitting governor, a former governor, empty all the structure of PDP into APC? It's not because they were comfortable, because they were, will I say they bullied them, if I should use that language. It's intimidation. The same thing happened in Akwa Ibom State. So we are not yet experiencing real tenets of democracy in Nigeria.
CEO is saying good morning all, good morning CEO. Ilya Pascal, my brother Mr. Matthew, even if you preach from today till the kingdom come, Nigeria can never work. The best solution to Nigeria problem is separation, so that every region will be on their own.
No, so separation is good. There's no argument about that.
So you support it?
Why would I support it?
I just say you in Nigeria.
Nigeria, Papa name. Nigeria. The point is,
you are a pastor.
It's not about you are a pastor. God created Nigeria. When God created Nigeria, God did not create Nigeria as one.
You are a pastor.
I'm telling you that God never created. Is it God that brought Nigeria together as one? What God gave people as unity is language. Yoruba people, God say you are Yoruba. He gave. I didn't say, but what I'm trying to say, that language God gave them by providence. God gave them. The Igbos, God gave them their language. The Hausa, God gave them their language. That is what they inherited by providence, including other ethnic minorities. They're coming together as one entity in Nigeria. It is the British government that brought everybody together, even without their consent. So what's it could be Nigeria?
This one is a Nigerian.
He may deserve to be a Nigerian. But what I want to tell you is that if you go and sample the opinion of Nigerians, in their mind, they have already divided. They are only one on paper.
On paper?
Yes, now. In the mind of the average Igbo man, he's no longer in Nigeria. In the mind of average Yoruba man that shared ideology of Sunday Igbo, he's not in Nigeria. Even in the north, there are some people who do not believe in Nigeria. So even the Britain that forced everybody to be together in Nigeria, why did they exit European Union? They were members of the European Union. At the point, some people say no, we are no longer comfortable. We want to exit European Union. Some people were against it, some people were for it. But at the end of the day, those who were against it outnumber those who say they were for it, and they successfully exited the European Union. So there's nothing sacrosanct about Nigeria. Nigeria can be divided. The only thing is, let it be done within the ambits of the law. Even the self-determination, through which Nnamdi is making the agitation, it is a UN charter that Nigerian government is a signatory to. Of course, another African charter that talks about self-determination, Nigerian government is calling a signatory to it. So what's the big deal about secession? There's nothing wrong about secession. After all, when they went to Aburi to have the agreement in the past, it was to have Nigeria work. And unfortunately, they came back, go on, deny everything that came out of Aburi. All the problem we are seeking to solve today was already contained in Aburi Accord. State police was already there. There is a decentralized policing system. A decentralized military system was already contained in Aburi Accord. So if not that, in fact, that Gowon came back and denied everything, by now, all the problem of Fulani did the Fulani key would not have been seeing it. Have you not even seen that this Baraje, sometime 2022, said how they brought in the Fulani militias for the purpose of 2023 presidential, for the purpose of 2015 election, just to make sure they remove Jonathan. Now Fulani militias they brought from Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, they have refused to go, and they cannot collect the gun back from them. They have now become a problem for everybody. And you are saying we should not divide. Go and check. According to National Bureau of Statistics, within a period of 12 months, money Nigeria used to pay ransom is 2.3 trillion naira. And you are saying we should not divide. And somebody somewhere unwilling to solve the security problem. The other time, when the committee, Senate committee on constitutional review visited Plateau State to collect proposal from stakeholders. The governor of Plateau State made proposal for state police. Mietiala in that state say no, they don't want state police.
Mietiala?
Yes, in Plateau State. They challenge the governor that they don't want state police.
Do these terrorists have power over the government?
No, normally Mietiala is not terrorist. It's just like a body that is in charge of the Fulanis. But they always back anything Fulani does, like the Fulani.
Are they also terrorists? Yeah.
No, Fulani. Mietiala is just like as you have Afenifere, as you have Oduduwa, as you have maybe Ohane Zendibo. That is Mietiala. But it's the umbrella body of all the Fulanis. But the question is, all the nefarious activities Fulani is doing, they back it. Even their chairman, Bodejo, their national chairman, is under custody of federal government. Because federal government accused him of banditry. And they have secured a court order to keep him until they conclude the investigation. Even before then, there was a time they even accused him of forming vigilante group, arming them without the consent of federal government. He was equally arrested then, tried to court. But at a point, the Attorney General of the Federation came, dropped the charges, and he was let go until the recent arrest, and he's still in custody. So, for me, there's nothing sacrosanct about Nigeria. Nigeria can separate.
So you say no believe in Nigeria?
What if you want Nigeria? You see they mentor this way they talk. You see they talk. Sure, is there anything like one Nigeria?
Are you Biafra?
Yes, now.
Oh, Biafra, they go like they follow them.
Well, where do you want me to go before? Okay, I should feel like they were.
No.
Now for you.
Okay, let's go to the side first. But eventually, Jonathan become the president again. So people are saying maybe he's a slave to the Fulani or something like that. What do you have to, is it really a slave to them?
I've told you, I say I prefer AP to B. Another thing is what Tinubu needed to do. I don't know why he's still wasting time. Let him address this issue of insecurity. Because if an Hausa man go there, if a Fulani man go there, it will be difficult. If that's the only thing he's able to achieve, let us have all the area where the bandit Fulani are disturbing, let us solve the problem now. Because we remember under Muhammad Buhari, how he made effort of Ruga, it didn't work. Water resources bill, it didn't work. All those things were to cover space for the Fulani men. So now that we have a Southerner, if there is the only thing the Tinubu can do, let us solve the issue of insecurity. Let them put the Fulani militias in their place. I don't know why the thing is becoming difficult for him. But talking about Jonathan, I will tell you that I prefer AP to B. Yes.
Okay. How will Peter Obi tackle the issue of insecurity?
I gave you instance the other day that even a Jonathan in his time, according to a former House of Assembly member from Borno State, that Jonathan was already winning the war against Boko Haram.
Against Boko Haram?
Yes, because remember that before that 2015 election, the North were against Jonathan because he was not able to fight the insecurity. So Jonathan was desperate to getting it right. As such, he went and brought in mercenaries who, according to the former House of Assembly member from Borno State, were doing excellently well, decimating the Boko Haram. And according to him, they were not even more than 30 in number. They were leveraging on technology, getting the location of the terrorists, knowing their capacity in terms of how many AK-47, the ammunition. And once they identify all of that, they go for bombing. And they say they will not be more than 3 when they want to go for the precision bombing. And when they get there, they take evidence before and after the operation to prove what they have done. But Buhari came in, jettisoned the idea, sent the mercenaries packing. And today, we are back in the trenches. Even as we speak, we are seeing more terrorist group coming up. Mahmuda was not in the picture before. Lakurawa was not in the picture before. The likes of Toji Bello, the bandit leader, was not in the picture before. The likes of Ada Eleru, the bandit leader, who of course even have a bounty of 5 million on his head, who even recently had meeting with the Zamfara State Governor and Katsina State Governor. They were not in the picture before. But because they not allowed it to fester, that's why we are seeing this. I've always maintained that the North is architect of their own problem. And they are now making the problem everybody's problem. Because if you even look at issue of Boko Haram, it's ideology based. It's ideology based because it's rooted in religion. And if they not educate their children from the cradle, we will not see this level of radicalizing their children. Because any child you born, you refuse to give the child better education, the child is a potential Boko Haram. Is a potential ISWAP member. Because the psychologists say the newly born child that the brain is a tabula rasa, a clean slate. Until the caretaker can write anything he or she wishes to write. So if you not born a child, allow the child to grow in the wild without proper parental care, without education, Boko Haram bandits will now write their own value inside that child. And that is what we are facing today. So if you must even address the issue of Boko Haram, all this insecurity, it must be through the ideology point of view. Those children for the North must be getting proper education. Jonathan was even getting it right in that angle before, because apart from the Islamic studies they are known for in the North, Jonathan was introducing Western education to them. So that as you acquire Islamic knowledge, you acquire Western education. You can even develop your the capital base of the North. And that's what Jonathan was doing. So the point is, the North, they are the problem of Nigeria. But if you ask me about Jonathan, I'll tell you that I prefer an Obi.
Okay, 7 is saying Nigeria expired 2014. Where my is saying Fulanis can never allow anyone to fight Boko Haram. Oguntade Shehu will say, Pastor Matthew, you are my man as from today. You always speak the minds of millions. I cannot talk due to the less privileged. 7 is saying Tinubu can never talk about insecurity in Nigeria because 1, you don't control the nation's security. 2, Fulanis will kill him. Anthony is a good morning, good people. Good morning, sir. Let me take on this last one, Pastor Matthew, before I bring in other reviewers. Anthony is a man, Mr. Matthew, you are a good man.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Ajida has been here this morning. I asked him about the insecurity in the North. So he said the people of the North should defend themselves. And the government has nothing to do about this. What is it that they should defend themselves?
You know the problem? If you say that they should defend themselves, currently they are already importing that security to the southern part of the country. You know we're talking about ideology. Now, even the North currently was blaming federal governments for the out-of-school children in the North. For me, it's a misplaced of priority. The North, the problem of out-of-school children in the North is a problem of the North. This is not far-fetched. Because even if you go to universal basic education, it puts the education of the Nigerian child in the 3 tiers of government, talking about the federal, state, and local government. However, what behooves of federal government to do is policy direction and the funding. And that is the same thing federal government is doing for the southern part of the country and the northern part of the country. So the question is, why are we not seeing that level of out-of-school children in the south the same way we are seeing it in the north? So places in the north, you see 67% out-of-school children. You see 50-something% out-of-school children. You see 30-something, 20-something. We are talking about children that are within the age bracket of 6 and 16. 67% of them are roaming on the street, they are not in school. In some cases, 50-something% are roaming on the street, they are not in school. That is a potential Boko Haram you are looking at. It's potential terrorists you are looking at. Because they are already vulnerable to be radicalized and make terrorists. So, I do not agree. The issue of insecurity in the north is a problem for everybody, and the government must address it headlong. Because before now, there was something like bandits in the Delta State. The other time we saw Abraka people coming together, the locals overcoming and overpowering Fulani bandits. We saw the same thing in Ogwachuku in Delta State. And that is not north. So they're already exporting it here. So the earlier we address it, the better. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me bring in the government. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
You're welcome to 50 this tournament. Let's start from where Pastor stopped. The North people, should they defend themselves or they should wait for the government?
Pastor have said, Mr. Matthew have said a lot. You understand? Nobody. They have said a lot. So the problem of the northern people, it is within their leaders and themselves. We have some northerners, we have them as friends that their parents brought them to this side to get better education. So another thing is for the state governors of the northern states should do the needful. As another thing for the people of the northern people to understand that what Western education is very, very important if they want a brighter future for their children. At least they shouldn't be talking or advising them at this very moment, because they themselves are seeing that what their governors, their senators, House of Rep members, their ambassadors from their commissioner from their state, they are educated. So if they have refused to go to school like their children, how will they get to the place that they are? So, and these people, we are not even going to say that they don't even have the money to actually send their children to school, because you can see that they are doing well. Most of them are doing well in farming, livestock farm, and every other aspect of business. It's pinned down to the aspect that it has become a poison, a virus in the mind of every northern people, most of them rather. Like this place in Lagos here, this is one of my friend's streets I was before. There's this Fulani man that is there. You have a wife, he's selling normal aboki shop, mola. So you give birth to your child. The child was growing up, I was expecting that, this aboki is supposed to send this boy to school. Before 1 year, 2 years, the boy is 3 years, was 3 years then. He refused to send the boy to school. 4 years, 5 years. And moreover, the funny thing is that you see children of other neighbors, community coming in uniforms, those that are even going to creche, coming to his shop to come and buy biscuits, buy sweets for their children. That's supposed to be another impression, a motivation, supposed to impress and motivate him to say, no, this is my boy too, go to join one of the schools, in one of the schools. The funny thing is that even there are a lot of schools in that area, affordable schools, but he has refused to send his child. So now that boy is going to like 10 years old now with no education. So it boils down to not even those who are in the northern states, and some of them that we have in Lagos here. They still practice the same thing. I don't know where it is written in the Quran that what you only send your child to Arabic school, madrasa, they should not learn. I believe the Quran talks about knowledge, seeking knowledge. One of the more paramount things for the Muslims, that you have to seek knowledge, because knowledge is power. You understand? So it is for them, and most of these issues that is happening here is always from that side. So I think we cannot continue to keep going within this circle and trying to rob ourselves from here.
Okay, 7-Eleven is saying, how do you expect Nigeria government to address what they sponsor?
Well, you will agree with me that any state of insurgency in any country has to do with the involvement of some person in power. Do you understand? Because talking about the ammunition, bringing it in through the border, if the government or some of the politicians are not, that in power are not involved, all those things can be possible. So, and it is true, it takes someone that has no hands in the insecurity and killings going on in Nigeria to say, yes, I want to tackle this. I'm not the genesis of this thing. So we have to put an any individual that claims that what he or she or he has one influence or belongs to one cabal, one group or club, is going to pin them down. It takes that kind of person to do that. And if they have refused to do that, how long shall we keep looking at our brothers and sisters being killed every day like fowl in Nigeria? I think Nigerian people need to stand up and fight for what is theirs.
Where am I coming saying the fish spoil from the eggs? Okay, let me take you on this issue of Jonathan visiting IBB at his 84th birthday. So people are saying this is a political game. It's like ahead of his 2027, maybe he wants to contest the 2027 election. What do you think about that?
Anyone can visit the IBB. Even you, if you are in that side, if you have the resources to, to fly to Kasnab, where is IBB, you definitely wish him, gift him, But being a public figure, Jonathan, former president, it is normal. All past presidents, governors, also they are close or have one or two things in common with IBB. Can actually go visit. It's the IBB. It's not IBB that we only his vote that will take him in now. You understand? If it's by IBB, all those who have been contesting, he gets. But it is fine. He went to pay his 84th birthday, right? It's a normal thing. You can call it politics, you can call it anything you like. What I know is that every citizen have the right to, follow any strategy that will work for him, and also contest to be the president or a governor of the state. That's it.
Where my colleague say Tinubu is limited in what he can do to solve insecurity because Fulanis control Nigeria. Where my colleague is now asking you, don't you know that Fulanis rule Nigeria?
The question is funny. Some person says, during the time of independence, then the Fulanis, one of the reasons why they say Fulani rules Nigeria is because we have them fully in military. Grammatically, we can say that 80%, let me say 70%, 75% of those in the Nigerian military, Navy, Air Force, immigration, Nigerian police, most of them are Fulanis, and some other sector, major the military in the security, system in Nigeria. I will try to look at the type of qualification and what credentials that make them be there. You see that no, they don't have what it takes. Majority of them. So it is a country whereby the Yorubas, the Igbos, Igbo will be like, okay, business. Yoruba will say, go to school. Until now, Yorubas don't understand that. The other countries don't understand what power is very, very important. Forget either this thing, and that ideology, that system can actually change, of course. It's whereby you went to register for Nigerian army, the form will be out. Even you as a graduate, even lowering your standard to join the recruits, you will not even get a slot. And by the time you get there, you'll be seeing a lot of other people that, how did this person get there? They don't even have the credentials. But they are there, it's fine. We point on what our southeast, south, politicians, billionaires, those in military, in power are doing to make sure that what their children too, their people are also what in the military, deciding on the affairs of the country. They are still not seeing it as a problem here, but until it bursts, then they will start seeing it as an issue. Another side of it is the welfare and the well-being of the Nigerian military. Both civil, distant, and the likes of them. So, what is the key? And most reason why the people from our own side would not want to join, and we are having less number of them, but they can do anything.
Okay, Buyama is saying, what do you think Fulani is saying we put Tinubu there and we remove it in 2027?
Maybe because it's not Tinubu. It should be you see doing the AC, I mean this is the 1999. We have those who funded the party, and when Tinubu comes in as the governor of Lagos State, then what did he do to all those, the party originator, those that he dismantled them, he slapped them and put his own person to be in charge. That's one of the laws of power, so he can be able to rule. So when they find his way, fine soon, do lege, that is not healthy, they're taking out. Don't worry, you won't be able to do 4 years. They never know that the guy is also wise too. Sure you get. And after the whole election, they saw him. You can see how agile he is. You're like, it's not this man that is shaking, that is looking, that guy, he has sense. Sure you get. And what happens? All these things are a result of when you put someone there and you could not meet up with your expectation. You think that it will give you ambassador, minister appointment, all those stuff, and you could not get it. Those are the reason why all those people here, the Northern Fulani people, are coming to say no, we do not want him. If he has been doing what going by the agreement, they would have said that. So it's because of selfish reasons. Fine, you can say that the president has not been doing well in terms of economy, Nigeria, insecurity. He has refused to address the insecurity that is going on in the country. But another thing is, of what purpose or interest are the Fulanis coming together, the El-Rufais and the likes of them, saying that what they want to take over the power? What is that manifesto? What is the plan they have for us? And while they were in power, What has been their accomplishment during the time that they were governors, commissioner, ministers of their states? You understand? What has been their contribution? Nothing to write home about. So they are the same people that are coming out to tell us, what we know before. So we are not the people that will be coming to be telling us those things, because we are not fools here. We understand the way the whole thing works. So you get it. So that is just it.
Let me take you on this. How APC swept by elections, wins 12 seats, ABGA 2, PDP 1, NNPP 1.
Other parties that are coming on, they are coming up. They have not been working very well, and that is one of the things that they do not have a template, a proper plan. You are getting me? Tinubu per se, it is being said that for many years, over 20 to 10 years, he has had the plan that he wants to run for presidency, and they have been, kicking his way all through, helping those in need to help, assisting those in need to assist, instead to assist. Before this time, NNPP have got the likes of them. Their main focus is always on the presidential seat, governorship seat. I know that it is who owns the governors, it is who owns the local governments, assembly members that is liable to win an election. But they are not always pumping money and resources, you get, in terms of chairmanship election, councillors, governor, and the likes of that. You just want an automatic vote. So if they actually mean business and they are serious and they understand what they are doing, I believe it's not just a fast doing. Okay, you get it. It is a thing whereby they will have been planning for so long. You have to start putting their resources from as assembly election. That is still easy to do assembly election, governorship, chairmanship election. Then when they have their people, enough of their party members, then it's okay to now push for presidential race. Then you know what, you still have you will be able to spend your tentacles all over. Not that you just come, your main focus is on what? Presidential election. And who are those that will give you votes? Election votes. The Nigerian people that have not been on any party, just normal Nigerian people, those that have voters card, and those that do not have voters card. So those are the things that has been going on. I told my people, I told them too.
Okay,
there are ways and things they do this.
Peter Obi, Jonathan, 2027. Don't you think there might be a clash between their supporters?
It's only a fool that will be clashing over those people that have their families, that they are overseas enjoying their life. That it's what they want to eat, not what they have or what they can afford to eat. Like you choose to go for any cause, do whatever, purchase anything of their interest, not what they could get. Sure, you understand? No one, I believe, should be still be undergoing all those shitty things. If you like, they should not strategize very well. If they like, they should let their ego and greed of which is going to play out to wear them up, and they should not support and come down for one person that will do his right. They should do like 2027 divided votes, and the person that will enter will enter. So that is their problem.
Okay, let me allow you to.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Let me have Mr. Asiasa.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Rashid. Good morning to all our viewers here. So, Nariteno, we do the same. Then I say, no one talks here. So,
What do you say?
good morning, Rashid. Good morning to all our viewers. Greeting to Dr. Ukwoje, Kinjo Ogba, Civilian, Lady G, Mr. Tundo Kafo, and all our viewers. May the Lord bless you and bless all your efforts and your business, because you are the ones supporting us. Even when we shout to hear, you respond. God will hear your prayer and all of our prayer for you. I want to greet also one of our viewers in France, Lyon. If you are around, may the Lord Almighty bless you. Those in Gabon, may God bless you. Once again, I will greet him in French. Vous qui nous suivez à Lyon, nous pensons à vous. Que l'Éternel vous bénisse, bénisse également vos activités. Vous êtes aussi notre raison d'être, parce qu'en nous suivant, vous nous supportez. Que Dieu vous bénisse. Happy day.
Don't you know that Fulanis rule Nigeria?
Don't you know?
Tinubu is limited in what he can do to solve insecurity. Fulanis control Nigeria. What do you think Fulanis saying that we put Tinubu there and we move him in 2027? These are comments of Burema Kombi. Only regional system will divide Nigeria is the way forward. Burema Kombi said insecurity is boosting inflation because it drops production. 7 is saying if a foreign country, all the key diplomatic sectors in your country, what does that mean to you, sir? Okay. Burema Kombi saying please read all comments. Yes, I read all comments. Drop your comments.
Burema Kombi,
if Tinubu can solve insecurity, at least in the south and middle belt, inflation will drop and Naira will gain value. We are singing since insecurity is Nigeria's main problem. That's Burema Kombi. Drop your comments, all of our viewers. We'll read them now. Good morning, Mr. Lawrence.
Good morning, my brother, the mentor of this 5 Standard Flip TV. Good morning, and good morning, our man, the Flip TV, the man that made things that happen in the streets in Lagos State, and many our viewers in the diaspora to watch us and see what is going on in Nigeria. And good morning, our viewers in diaspora. Today is a Monday. I know that many of our viewers already resume work today. And may God still give us strength and your families. Thank you for watching us. Today, without you people, we cannot stand here. And what we need in our hand, number one, is what? Watch and share and click. That's the biggest thing it can do for us. Thank you.
Okay, let's start with Mr. Siasan.
yes.
We've seen IBB visiting Jonathan Yara visiting IBB at his 84th birthday. So people are saying this might be political, maybe he's trying to play a political game ahead of his 2007 presidential ambition. What do you have to say about this?
Whatever a politician does, people always think it's a political game because people don't trust them too much. But if not, IBB was celebrating his 84th birthday, I think. Everybody can visit him. Everybody, friends and good wishers, can visit him. We still consider it as a visit, that's all.
Just more visit.
That's all. But I started to consider IBB a little bit. I started to consider him because of the book he wrote.
The book he wrote?
Yes. There is a yoke that the whole Nigeria put on the neck of Igbos. 1966 coup. They say, it was an Igbo coup. And they put it on the yoke of Igbos. And have committed so many atrocities because of that. And now, IBB came up and said the truth. 1966 coup was not Igbo coup. And he proved it. I love that truth that he said so much. I wish that
saying this truth is a bit late.
It cannot be too late. Even it is a good time to tell all the people who have been, who laid this on the head of Igbo. It is good time for all of them to be ashamed. Good time for all of them to hide themselves. Because all atrocity, all the criminality that was committed on the head of Igbo millions of Igbos that were killed in the war. People justify it with the 1966 coup. Marginalization, high marginalization of Igbos, pushing Igbos aside in any political gain. They justify themselves with 1966 coup. And the IBB have come to say you are accusing Igbos, you are killing them, you are marginalizing them, you are abusing them for nothing. They are innocent in all that accusation. I wish that old Gowon should also come out and say the truth about millions of Igbos that died. I wish that he should come out and say, we did it out of hatred. We did it simply because of their crude oil. We did it because of all the mineral resources that God gave them. That's why we join hands with Britain to kill them for nothing. I wish that God should also come and say the truth. Ibrahim Babangida, happy birthday. May the Lord Almighty continue to help you. And may the Lord also continue to give long life to Gowon till the day he will come out and say the truth and keep on asking God for all the crime he committed against Igbos.
Against Igbos?
Against Igbos, yes. The crime committed against
What are the crimes? Just name.
Oh, no, you were not here with me, Rashid. I mentioned the war that killed millions of Igbos. High marginalization of Igbos till today. False accusation on the head of Igbos. And all atrocity on their head. IBB come to justify them and say all that is out of, will I say, they didn't commit anything. You are killing them for nothing. You are pursuing them for nothing. You are doing whatever you are doing just because of your own personal hatred and interest. Igbos didn't do anything to merit all this. It's IBB that said that truth. So that's why I held IBB.
Okay, Mr. Lok.
I have it. This is introduction. You others you took more than 1 hour.
You are still here. Mr. Lok, Jonathan visiting IBB. What do you have to say about this?
Yes, if I'm Jonathan, I will do more than that.
More than that?
Yes. In 2023, in 2015, you know what happened in Nigeria here? That this sitting president called Ahmed Tinubu and the PDP and APC, all of them joined hands together to remove Jonathan his seat in 2015. I see some Nigerians say that if Jonathan come back as a president, he's a mumu, is this, is that. Okay, no. What you are fighting in Nigeria and what most of them is fighting their selfish interests. But I'm not supporting Jonathan, I'm not supporting P2B, I'm not supporting Tinubu. I'm supporting my leader, Mazen Nandekano. But why I say if I'm Jonathan, I will do more than that because Tinubu gang up. Ahmed Tinubu, the sitting president of Nigeria now, all of them gang up and remove Jonathan in 2015 when Nigeria still breathing a little good life. We are never breathing a good life, but we are breathing a little good life in 20 when Jonathan is the president of Nigeria. But this man, this Ahmed Tinubu, the sitting president of Nigeria, yeah, all of them again put hand, put leg, put head together and remove Jonathan. Now it's time of Ahmed Tinubu. He tell me that Jonathan will not do much worse. Oga, me I never vote before. If Jonathan come as a president of Nigeria, I will vote for Jonathan.
What of you vote? You are obedient.
Who tell you? Me? Obedient for what?
I don't believe in a Nigeria, number one. I don't believe in Nigeria. I talk less of obedience. When obedience come out in 2023, I said that obedience cannot win. Pursue what your brother they pursue. Okay, cannot use two legs. He cannot use one leg to pursue two things. He cannot. The Igbos, 95% of the Igbos, they are pursuing what? Biafra. Yes, 95% of the Igbos pursuing Biafra, even including all the politicians of the Igbos. Look at us of them, but the man of governor of Imo State. When Mazen and the Kanu come out, when the attack Mazen and the Kanu is causing the killing that happened in Imo State. Nnamdi Kanu, they brought the terrorists in Imo State. ESN is a terrorist. The people that are dying in Imo State, they say ESN. What is whole part of them said? He said no, it's not ESN. It's not Mazen and the Kanu. To show you that 95% of Igbos, all their mind is what? In Biafra land. It's not Nigeria president. That's what makes Peter Obi didn't win the election in 2023. Because when your brother supports you, or people say that if a son that a father will tell you, say, go that house, go and run for that house. If that boy reach that house, you don't need to knock. He will use the boot and hit that house. The door will what? Open because the father supports him. The Igbos, the indigenous of Igbos, the Biafrans, they didn't support Peter Obi in 2023 election because they have agenda. The agenda is what? To imagine Nnamdi Kanu to come out to have a Biafra. That's the agenda of the Igbos. Are you getting me? That's the reason why I said that if Jonathan comes out as a president of Nigeria, because that one is counting himself Nigeria and Igbos, and no Nigeria and no Biafra. Now, he's already president of Nigeria, one tenure, 4 years. And the Donald Trump that America removed did what? Still come back. I will as a president of America. If Jonathan come outside again, will as a president of Nigeria, is it a taboo? If the Nigeria support Jonathan to remove this evil man that make everybody hungry, that causing atrocity in Nigeria here, because since I made Tinubu enter as a president of Nigeria, nothing is moving at all. Insecurity, we lack security in Nigeria. No food, no house, no water, no electricity, no education again. All the whole Nigerians, everybody should do what? Traveling. You will tell me that somebody can remove this man, former president of Nigeria, is coming back to take the position he did before. People see us as atrocity. No! I myself, that year, I never vote for Nigeria. But this year, 2027, if Jonathan come outside to be a president of Nigeria, to remove this man for seats, I'll vote for him.
Okay, let me bring this. My viewers, if you are watching now, you see a pinned message on your screen. There's a message pinned on your screen now. Yeah, that's 50D platform on WhatsApp. There is a number there. Text the number on WhatsApp. You'll be added to that group. Text that number on WhatsApp. You'll be added to the 50D platform group where you get the latest information, latest news on sports, business, politics, and every other thing. Text the number on WhatsApp. You'll be added to that group. Okay.
Mr. My name is Ansel.
Okay. Let me take you on this. Mr. Olajide said this morning that the issue of insecurity in the north themselves should take responsibility for that. They should defend themselves. And I take him on that we should go back to the issue of Jackson that defended himself against the Boko Haram and X-Men. That was later taken to court and sentenced because he defended himself. Should he not defend himself, or they should wait for the government?
My brother, you will say that North should defend themselves. including any other part of Nigeria, because it's not only north. Benue, Ebonyi State, and all the states in Nigeria have been, attacked by Boko Haram or herdsmen. All the terrorists is everywhere in Nigeria. So when you are telling those people to defend themselves, we are not allowed to carry arms. Citizens of Nigeria are not permitted to import guns, bomb and bullets, and to move around with it. No. So how can you say they should defend themselves against somebody who is well equipped? Boko Haram, herdsmen, all of them are terrorists, and they are well equipped. AK-47, bomb, and all sorts of warfare they have. And you here, Rashid, you don't have even knife with you. How can somebody ask you to defend yourself against somebody that have AK-47? Sometimes we Nigerians, are we making jest of ourselves? Do you think that Benue people are not so powerful? When Danfodio came to Benue to fight them, to force them to believe in his Islamic doctrine, he didn't succeed. He was killed there. At that very point in time, it was a world, the world was not developed as it is today. So people were fighting themselves with arrow and cutlass and so on and so forth. He didn't succeed in defeating Benue people. But today, the terrorists that are well equipped with their bomb, with their different type of gun, fighting people who don't have any ammunition. How do you think they can, to which level will they defend themselves? Unless we will restructure Nigeria, or everybody will go and answer his father's name. Biafrans on their own, Oduduwa Republic, Arewa Republic, Fulani will go and find their way. Fulani will find their way because we know in Nigeria we have three major tribes: Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. Fulani is not included there. They are strangers in Nigeria. Unless we do it like that. If we do it like that, nobody, Fulani will never continue to assassinate Nigerians like this. They can't. They can't. What they are doing, I consider them as cowards, because they are attacking people that are not as equipped as they are equipped. People that don't have ammunition like them. People that are not trained soldiers like them. You go and attack civilians when they are sleeping and you kill them. You say you have courage. You say no. So defend yourself. It's not too possible. Somebody is coming with a machine gun and you don't have anything. And somebody is shouting, defend yourself. No, I don't see that idea.
Okay. Let me ask Mr. Lawrence that one. Should he not defend himself or vote for the government?
Okay. Number one, we have number one president in Nigeria. The primary election of any government is what? Life and what? Properties. The north is not in Nigeria. Let Mr. President come outside and tell everybody in Nigeria to defend himself, because he's already tired to be a president of Nigeria. He cannot say let not carry their cross, because they are part of the game. They are citizens of Nigeria. He cannot come one part of America and say, America, this social city, defend yourself. And when you have Donald Trump there, even though London, ordinary Ghana here, our neighbor here, he cannot come like he come to Accra. He say Accra to defend themselves. Are you getting me? No, Mr. President, this is the oath he takes. Say, I need to save Nigeria lives. Let Mr. President, as Mr. Pastor said before, Pastor Matthew, he said even though the only good thing Ahmed Tinubu as a president of Nigeria did, to do what? To have good security in Nigeria, but we know that he don't have the capacity to do it. Ahmed Tinubu don't have it. They don't have it. To be sincere, I get me. But anybody that come outside say they not to defend themselves, the person, to me, I didn't see that person as he have good mind for those Hausas, because where the Nigeria government, constitution of Nigeria, the citizen cannot carry arms. You are not in London or America. You cannot carry gun. How can you defend yourself with your enemy that carry AK-47, magazine, bomb and whatever, so on and so forth? You can't defend yourself now. Defend yourself. Even in Lagos State here now, let me use an example now. Go and eat Malam, Aboki, Okada. Most of those people, and you go into the Okada. Some of them have AK-47. For Lagos here, I'm not calling village or the north. Some have AK-47, some have jackknife, some have dagger. And me and you as a citizen of Nigeria, go and collect this thing where they take out nail. That's small thing. Nail cutter, hold and they walk out for the streets. Police will arrest you or arrest me. They're full and they are free, they carry everything. What are you saying? They are made to Tinubu said it. Let Jonathan, if Jonathan can remove Ahmed Tinubu for that seat, let Jonathan remove Ahmed Tinubu, because you know they can't able to rule as a president of Nigeria. You already disappoint all the whole Nigeria. Even though Buhari is more better than Ahmed Tinubu 1 million times.
Buhari?
Yes. Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, dead Buhari of Nigeria, is more better than Ahmed Tinubu of this president. Buhari is more better than Ahmed Tinubu 1 million times for everything. For everything. Buhari is more better than him. That's why I said that last week. I said that if a Tata come outside now to be a president of Nigeria, if a Tata come outside as a president of Nigeria, he will beat Ahmed Tinubu, because Ahmed Tinubu already disappoints everybody. He disappoints Southwest, where he comes from, the Yorubas, East, Igbos, he disappoints them. The North himself, he disappoints them, because if you check the rate of killing in the North, you cannot use compare the time of Yar'Adua, Buhari. You cannot use the compare time of Jonathan. You cannot use compare time of Yar'Adua, talking of Obasanjo. Now you see the man call himself integrity man. Omiloko. For calling himself a giant of Africa, whatever he call himself, now is more than that has more value than Ahmed Tinubu in the world. Now, Nigeria is a very, very big mess for all over the world now. It cannot come outside and use Nigeria passport anywhere. It cannot spend naira in African markets. Naira. It cannot spend naira in African markets. I remember before 50,000 naira. Time of Obasanjo, 50,000 naira. We will buy a goose, 50,000, use 50,000 naira, go to Cotonou here. You will buy market can full 1 korope, 50,000 naira. But you use 5 million naira into Cotonou now. You can't use 5 million naira buy anything, because naira is what? Useless. Like one of our comments said that. He said that as far as kidnapping, terrorists exist in Nigeria, naira cannot have value. And that is the reality. Naira cannot have any value now. Remember when Boko Haram kidnapped some Nigeria, time of Kansas City, cashless cost. What happened? Those terrorists, they tell Nigeria to pay them with what? Safer. No be naira again, because they said that naira don't have value again.
Okay, Peter Sunday is saying good evening from Japan.
Good evening.
Can Nigeria be good again?
No.
Okay. Burema Kobi saying no, Buhari caused what actually happened.
Yes.
But Burema Kobi saying Nigeria is still facing Buhari policies consequences. Printing trillion naira without income have consequences. That's Burema Kobi. Mr. Siasam.
That's why I never compare Buhari with anybody, because he is even the head of what is happening today. Then if I have to talk about Tinubu, I will only talk the fact that he brought Buhari in. That's all. Buhari borrow and borrow and borrow. I said during his tenure, Nigerians were servicing debt with 95% of their income. So he has already put in Nigeria in a great mess. He has borrowed and borrowed and borrowed. When Tinubu came in, Tinubu have no other solution than to remove subsidy. That will help him a little bit. There was nothing in Nigerian pocket, if Nigeria has pocket at all, caused by Buhari. All his achievement was borrowed and borrowed and borrowed. In the tenure of Buhari, if that type of president, anybody can be a president like him. If president or being a president is a president of Buhari, everybody can become a president, even a baby. Because he came as a president and started to borrow money, borrow and reborrow. Nigeria faced his sickness in London, where our jet was parked, presidential jet. Nigeria were paying every day, and the person was lying in the hospital. So he really put Nigeria in a great mess. And now when Tinubu came, the consequence of what Buhari did is already there. And the Tinubu have to keep Nigeria moving. So he has to remove subsidy and continue to borrow. Himself continue to borrow. So I can say there is no way I can say Buhari tenure there was nothing in his tenure. He only created the problem and packed it on the head of Nigeria. So I don't know even reason why. In as much I'm not an APC member, I don't support what is going on. Nigerians are suffering. It's true. But I don't know why Tinubu did not even mention Buhari. He was still supporting him. All what Buhari committed, he didn't talk about it. Why Northerners are complaining now in the tenure of Tinubu? Their brother did the worst. Look, this is an annoying part of it. That's why I say this. Somebody told you that Fulanis say they are the owner of this country. Yes. And they are manipulating everybody. Their manipulation has started again. Let Jonathan come and contest. Let Obi contest. Let the other one in River State, Amechi, all of them, they want to put head of Southerners together. And by doing so, they want to say that they are wise. Let's hit their head together. If this part of the world, all the south, southeast, southwest, if they are wise, they should know that Fulani keep on manipulating them. They want a person that they can manipulate. When they say let Jonathan come back, it's because they see that they can manipulate him. They don't even have too much confidence in Obi. They are looking at Obi as a person maybe they cannot manipulate. That's why I say, in as much we are suffering, we are going through pain, hunger, and poverty is torturing Nigerian masses. We are not facing it alone. Northerners are facing it, West is facing it, Southeast are facing it. Let them face it. I think they choose that they are the people brought Tinubu in. Let them face it. Let them face it. Why should they make noise?
Okay, Brema is saying exactly. Prince Judgment, Buhari and Tinubu are both APC, bad marketing for Nigeria. Prince Judgment, we love you to the respect, yes. Brema is saying, I can tell you, Buhari had printed more than 250 trillion naira in the last 2 years.
Okay.
Because Fulanis have a deal with Tinubu to avoid address Buhari failure.
You see? Okay, see what is going on. So screen. They don't want anybody to address Buhari failure. And the Tinubu self, at that particular side, he's a peacemaker because he don't address that failure. The whole Nigeria, we expect Tinubu to address that failure. And all this thing, all the consequence of what Buhari did is on the head of Tinubu today because Tinubu doesn't mention that great failure. And that great failure is affecting his government and affecting the whole Nigerians. So, Northerners, we have all choose Tinubu. Let him be there. Let him continue because Northerners, what is their problem today is that Tinubu, every part of Nigeria, we are all suffering the same consequence. So they thought that the government of Tinubu will, cherish them like the government of Buhari. As that government has failed to cherish them, they are shouting, things are going bad, let everybody die. During the time of Buhari, when we were suffering, if you ask any Northern, you tell any Northern, this suffer is too much, you tell you where the suffer. No, everything is moving well because their brother is there. Then when another person comes, you want to make a noise. Let us all face it.
Okay, have you asked now if you're watching? There's a number there on your screen. It's a pin message. Check it. Text that line on WhatsApp. You'll be added to Flip TV platform on WhatsApp, where you get the latest information, news on politics, sports, news on business as well. Where you get the latest information, text the line on WhatsApp. You get them there. You'll be added to the platform, Flip TV News Network, FNN. Mr. Lawrence, are the North more superior than other indigenous of Nigerians?
The way they put them.
Click on the like button as well. Share. Drop your comment. Click on the like button.
Fulani or not.
The way they put them, they are more superior than any tribe in Nigeria.
Fulani are more superior than any tribe in Nigeria?
Yes.
How?
Okay, let's go now. Before anybody can win an election in Nigeria here, you must go to North. So then to support you. Okay, look at 2023. After P2B lost the election, what happened? He run back to North. So then to do what? To support him in 2027. Before I made the Tinubu become the president of Nigeria, when I made Tinubu always to go, not without the same North. Let's go back to Obasanjo. When Obasanjo is not doing well in the Southwest, he tells Southwest whether they vote for him or not, I must win the election because of what? North supports them very well. Okay, let's forget about politics now. Let me and you and one Hausa or Fulani get issue now. Let's go to police station now. The Fulani man will go free. Me and you will pay money before they will release us. Come to exam hall now. The mark they will give you for you to have scholarship or get your scholarship for school. It's not the same thing they will give the Fulani. To show you their own, the honor of Nigeria. East and West. Now just they use them to package them, make come the one Nigeria. But they see where they can mingle very well to enter and grab whatever they want to grab is from Southwest. So then to have that big wing modern. And they're achieving it. That's the reason why somebody come outside and say Miloko. The why is so Miloko because of what? He see that the whole North supported him. That's why I say Omiloko. And they win the election. Look at Imo State, governor of Imo State, Rochas Osodemba. What happened? Somebody in number 4 come to be a governor of the state. Because of what? Because of what? The Fulanis supported him. Look at Abia State. When the Fulani want to put that pressure in Abia State, if that the citizen of Abia State refuse the pressure that are coming, and that pressure, the Fulani is still using it to go with the president called Ahmed Tinubu. remove this man, remove this one, to them to achieve whatever they want to achieve for Abia State. But if not the Abia State youth, the citizens of Abia State say no, enough is enough. They cannot remove our person there. That's what makes them cannot conquer Abia State. Okay, look at other states in southwest, southeast, the north. They are the ones to impose, and whatever they want to impose, they must there. That's why I say that they are honor of the Nigeria.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lord. Let me begin, Mr. David.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Let's start from here. Okay, let me give you some comments before we go into that. Program Akobi saying Zimbabwe faces the same currency issue when they were printing money anyhow. Program Akobi saying, okay, I am Tinubu Okafor saying good morning to all fans of PTV. Good morning, sir. There is a text on your, there is a print message on your screen there. Text that line on WhatsApp. You'll be added to PTV platform on WhatsApp. Program Akobi saying not only Southwest but the whole North to solve their currency issue. Ghana stops printing money and went to gold. Mr. David, let me take you on this. Do the Fulanis own Nigeria, or are they more superior than the EDG or than other indigenous of Nigeria?
The Fulanis are not. For me, I don't think the Fulanis are superior. It has always been that the government has always given them that avenue to thrive, that avenue to commit impunity, that avenue to commit shenanigans.
Lady G is greeting you. Good morning, Mr. David.
Yeah, good morning, ma. Good morning, ma. Good morning, ma. Longest time, ma. How are you, ma? How is family? How is work? Good morning, ma. So, the truth of the matter is that there is impunity in the system whereby a tribe feels they are superior than every other tribe. And the government has refused to checkmate their excesses. Their excess of it. Government has refused to checkmate it. So that is the reason why most people feel that the Fulanis are superior. They are not. When a Fulani man buys people, no Fulani man will be arrested. How many Fulani men have you seen that has been tried by a competent court of law? That is the current cause we have it. So when a particular tribe is not tried, they will believe they have that power to do and undo. And even when some state governors tends to initiate a policy that is not in favor of the Fulanis, we will see Meitiala leaders, Fulani emirs speaking from the north with one voice, and the governor will be afraid to continue that policy. So nobody, it is just as the leaders are scared to carry out a revolution against them. A revolution does not mean carrying gun. You might have a mild revolution that I want to put an end to these things. That is the revolution we are talking about. So, for now, the Fulanis are only enjoying because the government is not ready to put an end into that nonsense. That is the reason.
Okay, Mr. David, we saw Jonathan visiting IBB at his 84th birthday. Some people are saying maybe he went there because of his political ambition coming 2027, or he just went there to felicitate with him. What do you have to say about that?
See, I have, we've always give out different reasons. We have diverse reasons when it comes to national politics. But I can tell you categorically today that, my brother, we have to organize one Nigeria. That idea and that ideology, that one Nigeria, my brother, it cannot work.
One Nigeria cannot work.
Because this is the same thing that have brought most of us into a standstill, that have brought us to where we are today. This is the same thing that was captured in Aburi Accord, that Gowon did not implement that Aburi Accord. One of those things that were captured there was the issue of state police and restructuring. If we had had restructuring till now, all this issue of Fulani migrating from Sokoto coming to the south, I think we might be able to curtail it to some extent. It will not have deteriorated to this level, but for now, the issue of Fulani militias is now endemic in the country. That people can no longer. Yesterday, I received a call from a friend of mine that in Akpabio senatorial district constituency, 70 persons were killed by Fulani in their farmland, and the Senate president hails from that is his constituency. My brother, nobody in government. Today we are clamoring for a certain president. Now we have a certain president. What has the certain president? What has he done to checkmate Fulani excesses? What policy? We have a southern Senate president. We don't have a Muslim. We don't have a Fulani president. We also don't have a Fulani Senate president. We have a southern president. We have a southern Senate president, and yet we see that when there is a bill to curtail the excesses of these people in the house, the Fulani leaders in the house, senators, would override the senators from the southern part of the country, and the Senate president cannot override, use his office to make sure that bill scales first and second reading, and then he should allow the bill become a law. My brother, yesterday in Kwara State, there's a particular local government in Kwara State. People were running the auto skater. Their shops was being destroyed and brutalized. People are being killed on a daily basis. Yesterday, I'm talking to you in Kwara State, and these are people who did not migrate. These are people who are not even indigenous people of Nigeria. People who migrated from Gambia in the early 1940s. People who migrated from Senegal. But today, we've seen these people want to become a threat to the peace of the people, and then we have a government that is so docile, that is not ready to even profile solution to put an end to this. My brother, I can tell you that Fulani, how many DSS, ever since this Fulani issue has been rampant, how many Fulani military has the DSS arrested? How many has court tried? If court does not try a criminal, how do you want to send signal to the rest of the people committing that crime? The court has not tried any Fulani man. Even when there is a policy, Buhari push for that Ruga policy. We saw how the likes of Meiti Allah, who is a sympathizer to the Fulani militias, kicked against that policy. Kicked against the policy. So for now, I don't blame the Fulanis who are killing people. I am not saying all Fulanis are bad, but those committing that evil, I don't blame them. I blame people who are giving them avenue to continue to terrorize this country called Nigeria. And I tell you, the answer is super fresh. Even if we have a president in next election, have Obi, have Jonathan, my brother, this issue cannot be solved.
Okay, Prince Judgment is saying 50 yes. I am talking saying that Hope Odidika Uzodima, the number 4 to be number 1, was a common driver of late Chief Maurice Ibekwele Odins in Oka City, Anambra State. 777, good morning, Mr. David. The 1999 Constitution Abuja Declaration gave Fulanis all the power they are carrying out. Prince Judgment, only in Nigeria that the deserts are more popular than the rainforest. Break up the shithole and save lives.
See, that is the question we have been clamoring for. So most times I don't blame Dim Odimeku Ojuku for him to have declared that Biafra war, because this is what he see. A man with a vision has a sight. Ojuku saw the vision. he saw he knew a day like this, a year like this, he knew a moment like this would come, and that is the reason why he did everything possible to exit Biafra from the country.
Okay, President is saying only in I am until we go regional system or divide Nigeria, no way out.
Regional system cannot work. Regional system cannot, because the same system, it is every region stay on your lane. Fulanis will still come, because then you have the president who might act as the head of government, whereby every regional person, elected official, would have to take royalties to the man at the center. It will still not work. The best way option is to break up this shit called Nigeria. When you from the south, when Yoruba man is trying to move forward, when an Igbo man is trying to move forward, tomorrow you hear that Fulani power people today. Tomorrow Fulani, next tomorrow Fulani, tomorrow Fulani. For how long? So we will continue to be stagnant. We will continue to remain in this shit if Fulani menace is not curbed. And why is Bola Tinubu not saying anything about it? He is doing that because of his own selfish ambition.
Selfish ambition?
Yes. Not at the expense of people being killed on a daily basis. If the president truly has the interest of the people, or with certain people, he said he was going to restructure Nigeria, or probably divide Nigeria. What is he holding him? See, is that what?
Do we have enough soldiers? Yeah, do we have enough armed forces to protect Nigeria? Do we have enough?
Do we have what? Huh?
Do we have enough number of? Do we have enough number of armed forces, policemen, navy, and the rest? Do we have enough to secure Nigeria?
Okay, sir. Presently, we don't have enough numbers. And sir, whose fault is that?
Which fault is that?
No, I am asking you.
It's nobody's fault.
It is the negligence of the government.
It's a lie.
Now, let me tell you something. Let me put this to you. You employ someone to do a particular job. How much are they being paid?
Wait.
Sir, can I talk?
Talk.
These ones that are being paid. These ones that are being paid. How well are these ones given enough sophisticated guns to combat insurgency?
Now let me respond to that.
Okay.
Let me respond to that. Now look at it. Look at it now. We said that we don't have enough armed forces,
Yes.
enough armed men.
Yes.
Now let's all be realistic to ourselves and let us tell ourselves what is possible, what is achievable.
Okay.
You need more forces in Nigeria. You need to recruit more people. What is the revenue of Nigeria today? Do you know it?
What is the revenue?
What is the revenue of federal government today? How much does federal government of Nigeria make today? Because you need money to employ more people.
Yes, yes.
As of today now, what is the revenue of Nigeria federal government?
No, you should answer that.
When Tinubu came in, the revenue of Nigeria federal government was around 10 trillion naira or less.
Okay.
When Tinubu came in.
And now,
if you divide 10 trillion naira by 230 million population, that's around 40,000 naira per person.
okay.
So let's just be realistic to ourselves. Fine, there is corruption in the system, very endemic. But then there is revenue shortage problem too.
There's a revenue.
Yeah,
Okay,
you don't have enough
sir,
revenue.
sir, let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
Even you said Nigeria make how much? 10 trillion before President Bola Tinubu came in.
Yes.
And this 10 trillion, I could remember vividly well.
Yes.
That no, not the same 10 trillion. It is the same money Buhari used to subsidize PMS, petrol, subsidize electricity, and all this taxation here and there.
You are wrong.
No.
Wait.
No, wait.
Yeah, talk.
And all these bank charges, transfer,
Yeah.
taxations are still part of the same funds, right?
Yes.
So now that Bola Tinubu have come in. Now Tinubu for how many years now has Tinubu removed fuel subsidy? Sir, Let me talk.
Okay.
And Tinubu promised the Nigerians that subsidy is a major bottleneck in his government. And that subsidy needs to go. That if subsidy is gone, the federal government will make money, and that money will be channeled into security. Tinubu said he promised that yearly. Tinubu made the promises that was when he came up with the issue of Agbado, cassava. He said 50,000 personnel will be recruited into the Nigerian security architecture every year. Ever since Tinubu came into office.
Don't go far.
Okay.
Now, you said that the 10 trillion naira is what Buhari was being used to pay subsidy on petrol.
That was
you are wrong.
Okay.
Wait, you are wrong.
Okay.
Buhari was not using 10 trillion to pay subsidy.
Okay.
As at that time, when you check last budget of Buhari, the budget was around 19 trillion naira or 20 trillion naira.
No,
out of that budget, wait,
no, sir, it was 20 trillion naira.
I don't 19 or 20 now. It was from there they borrowed money to join it. It was not 10 trillion that it was being used to subsidize. So you are wrong from that one. Now let me tell you the fact. The fact remains that as of today, as at the time Tinubu came in, Nigeria needed a government that will give more money to government. We needed somebody. We needed a president that will generate more revenue
and give to state governors.
Wait, I'm coming.
Okay.
My state. Let me land. When Tinubu came in, Nigeria was generating 10 trillion naira annually. There is no state in the US that does not make more than 10 trillion naira.
Okay.
For 10 trillion naira, for a population of 230 million people, cannot do anything. Let us be realistic to ourselves. We needed somebody that could make money for government. And Tinubu was the right person at that time. Let me land. Okay. Let me land. In my state, I'm from Osun State. When Aregbesola left as governor, another governor came in. That one is Minister of Blue Economy now. Oyetola came in after Aregbesola. After Oyetola, you have Adeleke. All those periods, the debt of my state was going up every time. What does that mean?
Why? Sir.
Let me land. Let me land now. I'll never finish. You don't. Let me land. Let me land. Let us be real. Let us see. Let me tell you. Anybody can make noise. But what is better when you talk about solutions to people that complain, they don't go to anywhere. When you criticize government, you talk about solutions. When Awolowo criticize government, then he will always give solutions. Say, do it this way, not this way. They are making progress that way. But if you come to anywhere and you criticize government without offering any solution, you are just making noise. Now, my state, the debt was increasing. But between 2003 and today, my state debt is going down. Did you hear what I said? Before 2003, the debt of my state was going up every year. Okay. But between 2003 and today, the debt of my state is going down.
A good governor is
Sir. Can I ask you a question? Any tax reform or any IGR a government is making at the expense of people suffering, that is to me, that is the highest irresponsible government. Yes. Now, how many Nigerians you are saying that the president is making more money? How is the money reflecting in the life of the common man? That is no, because if the government is making money, it should be evidence that the people also, that the citizens are also enjoying, partaking. And sir, I will put it to you that ever since Tinubu came on board, Tinubu has borrowed more money than President Buhari last 8 years of. I am very sure. Google it. IMF released.
Wait. Are you sure? Because let me tell you. We have all of us have access to phone.
You can Google it.
Wait.
8 years of Buhari. Tinubu has borrowed more compared to 8 years of Buhari.
How much?
Sorry, sir. And now this is a man. This is a man that is not paying subsidy. Buhari was paying subsidy.
Wait, don't go far.
Sir, wait now.
Don't go, wait, don't go far. Let's do one by one. Let's talk on the debt now. Before you go, you said Tinubu has borrowed more than 8 years of Buhari. Now tell me, what was the debt profile of Nigeria when Tinubu came in? Tell me in one word. How much is it?
Less than 8 trillion.
Tell me the figure now.
How much was it?
Was the debt profile of federal government when Tinubu came in?
Okay.
How much?
During President Muhammadu Buhari's administration,
Yes.
Nigeria's total debt profile rose significantly. Specifically, the country's debt moved from 42 trillion to 77 trillion. From 42 to 77.
From which government?
Buhari.
Okay.
But I will start with Tinubu.
No, what I'm saying is that when Tinubu came into office, how much debt did he meet in office? Because that's what it's no one by one.
Sir, it is not. My take has always been that Buhari, we knew Buhari does not have what it takes to what it takes to for him to become the president of the country. Buhari is not a good manager. But under Buhari's watch, Buhari was still paying subsidy. And now, is Tinubu paying subsidy?
Wait, let's go one by one.
No,
let me tell you. See, we cannot be lying to ourselves. Let us not
Hello, sir.
You said Tinubu has borrowed in 8 years.
More.
Let us finish that
I
one.
stand to be corrected
So that you know that you are
Let him check it.
Let us do it.
Let him check
Let me
it.
tell you the figure. If you don't know it, I'll tell you the figure. Let me tell you, when you are lying, it's difficult for you to talk. Wait, let me tell you the figure. Do you know the figure? I tell you.
Okay.
Tell me the figure of debt when Tinubu came in.
Okay.
Say you don't know it, I will tell you.
What's the figure?
I'm asking you. You don't know it.
No, you said you know it.
I know it. You are the one that said Tinubu borrowed more.
Nigeria's
you are the one that will
total
provide.
debt was 87 trillion naira when
Yes.
Tinubu took over.
Okay. So how much today?
No, how much has Buhari borrowed?
Wait.
How much has Tinubu led administration borrowed now?
Wait.
Borrowed now.
Wait. One by one.
No,
wait.
sir, wait
87
now.
trillion naira. You are not getting
Let
this
him
thing.
check it.
87 trillion naira.
Sir,
Trillion, that was
sir.
Buhari owned 12 point something
Sir.
trillion. Now Buhari borrowed.
Sir, let's
No.
let's
87 trillion naira now. This is what
let's
they give
wait
us
now. It's simple.
How much did Jonathan left?
How much has
Jonathan
how much
left?
has
When Jonathan was
Oh,
there,
I
how
said,
much left?
Sir,
How much debt?
sir, listen to me. I said Buhari government, Tinubu government has borrowed more compared to the previous government, and I stand to be corrected.
That's what we are saying. Let us.
So let him do the fight.
Let us do. I know the figure. I will tell the figure. Listen, you don't know it. I will tell you. The figure is what Tinubu met is 87 trillion.
How much has Tinubu borrowed now? How much has he borrowed?
He's here now.
How much has he borrowed?
Listen.
And I'll tell you how much Buhari borrowed.
Listen.
You tell him how much Tinubu borrowed.
That's what I will tell you. Calm down now.
Okay.
We are not fighting here. You can't just be talking without facts. If you check it now, you see that it's 87 trillion naira that Tinubu met in office.
As debt.
Yes, that's the figure he met. It's here.
So you know
I'm not the one that wrote it there.
Okay.
87 trillion naira.
Okay.
And
How
now
much
let
has
me
he
tell you,
borrowed?
87 trillion naira will go to 97 trillion naira in 1 year.
I'm not, sir. How much? The question is how much has Tinubu borrowed in the space of 2 years? Tell us. I will tell you how much Buhari has borrowed.
Listen.
Forget all this. How much has he borrowed now?
You don't get it. Calm down. Let me explain.
My argument is that Tinubu has borrowed more compared to Buhari's government. And you tell me.
You now, this is not argument. Let me explain it to you. Listen to me very well. Wait, listen to me very well. Tinubu met, are you hearing me? Tinubu met 87 trillion naira debt.
How much long now?
Wait, but that 87 trillion naira debt, there is an increase of 10 trillion naira every year.
Sir, stop.
Is it Tinubu that borrowed that one? Interest rate, are you not considering that one?
There's
Yes,
what?
interest, when you borrow money, it will increase.
Hello, sir.
What
Sir,
are you saying now?
The question is that before you approach IMF, you know the condition of loans. That is the excuse. Tinubu cannot tell me he is naive of the interest rate. But the question is,
He
either
was not the one that signed
that is
the
no excuse.
now.
Government is a continuing process.
You made something in
Sir,
office now.
that will not be
Hello,
excuse.
sir, are you hearing
That
me?
will not be
Are you
excuse.
hearing me?
How much has Tinubu borrowed? Forget the interest rate.
Wait.
How much has he borrowed?
Look at what I'm telling you.
See.
You call me as a governor.
See,
Let's be realistic.
you don't have facts.
Let's
If
be
you cannot tell me how much
You
Tinubu,
cannot give me any figure. I'm giving you figure. You can't give me any
if
figure.
you cannot tell me how much Tinubu has borrowed. Under his 2 years government.
Let me tell you the figure. You are not listening.
Okay, how much has he borrowed?
Let's be realistic to ourselves. If you are a governor, you come to office, you met 87 trillion naira debt, and you discover that on that debt, Buhari did not own. There was never a time in Nigeria that see Buhari debt rose to 87 trillion. No time. I start to be corrected. No time. This is not correct. There was never a time that Buhari the Nigerian debt rose to 87 trillion. What is the figure?
Go possible.
What is the figure?
Under Buhari go possible.
You don't know the figure. He says,
go possible.
My money. He says 7 trillion naira. What Tinubu came?
Go stop it. Stop all these lies.
What is the figure? What is the figure?
Okay, let me read some comments. Sorry, let me read some comments. Okay, Prince Gentleman is saying Nigeria under Fulani regime kidnap in American, but Nigeria is fighting kidnappers in Africa. And I feel like I was saying that David is truly.
Please let me. Let me. I'm going.
See, I'm not saying.
I just want to tell you something. Listen to me very well. Wait. Listen to me very well. Because I don't want it to. What's the name, sir? My name is Follow Nshwadu. Listen to me very well. If you as a governor or I as a governor, I come to office as a governor and I discover that I met a debt of 87 trillion naira. And under that debt, I was not the one that signed the condition. I just came into office. Government is continuing. I just came to office. They told me that I have to pay 10 trillion naira as interest rates. If either I borrow money, I don't borrow money. That 8 trillion naira, 7 trillion naira, you go to 97 trillion in 1 year. Either I pay interest or not, because they will add their interest to it. Either believe it or not. I don't argue, but the reality is reality. Everybody can argue, can say anything. That's fact. I did not borrow the money. The money is there.
Sir,
but the interest has to go up.
Sir,
thank you.
So wait now. Come now. Let's talk now. But the question is that has Tinubu not borrowed money? All these people coming to God. See, we are not novice. Thank God we are read. Thank God we can read. If not be so, ABC people go come tell us say Tinubu never borrow money before. No, it's possible. Thank God himself go small school. Thank God himself go small school. If not be so, the money that you know that if you want to borrow money, there's a condition. There's a condition to it. You know, if you want to approach IMF and World Bank to get loan, there is a condition to it. There will be interest rates. But Tinubu, under Buhari's watch, Buhari borrow money. Buhari was paying to subsidize fuel for me and you. Buhari was paying to subsidize electricity for me and you. Buhari was paying to subsidize one thing or the other. But Tinubu, when they borrow money, when they subsidize anything, where the money they go? That is the question. Begging for answer. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Let me have make a good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Let me read this comment. Until we go regional system of Nigeria, no way out. That's where I can be. Nigeria under Fulani regime kidnapped in Americano, but Nigeria is fighting kidnappers. It's laughable. And I feel like I was saying that David is truly talking reasonable well. Prince Gentleman did not say that restructuring under their foot. Where are we wasting time in one Nigeria? 7-11, but Mr. David, Tinubu told Nigeria before he came as president, he said he can't do anything about insecurity. Ozombiwa said, who is this hungry man and smiling man? It's appeared from there, you're speaking English, look at you, okay? Where Makobi saying, both of you are right and wrong. Where Makobi saying, please quoted it in dollars. Okay. Prince Gentleman is saying, whose analysis is that guy defending? Tinubu will crash you. 7-11 is saying, imagine the person defending corruption. Or gather your state government, no get vitamin C or D. Where Makobi saying, Naira values was not the same. Tinubu is not doing well. Nigeria is still suffering from Buhari economic failure. That's where Makobi. Ozombiwa said, remove that idiot that is defending Tinubu government from there, carrying bag in his back, going up and down. Okay. Nnamdi, all I know is saying, this man is sent by APC. But unfortunately, Mr. Lee cannot challenge him. We need Mr. Matthew to finish this APC terms. Where Makobi is saying, Nigeria didn't even start to face Tinubu failure. Where Makobi is saying, Tinubu is a failure, but Nigeria is still suffering from Buhari economic failure. And to the concern that Tinubu is a good manager of fiscal policy in Nigeria. 20 trillion naira have consequences. That's where Makobi. And to the concern that Nigeria is sick economically. 7-11, why is he running? Okay. He said he has somewhere to go. Where Makobi saying, Tinubu borrow money and loot it. Where Makobi saying, fuel was never subsidized. Okay, our viewers now, if you are watching, click on the like button. There's a pinned number on your screen there. Check that number. Text the number on WhatsApp. You'll be added to Film TV platform. Flip TV News Network, that's FNN. We added to the platform where you get the latest news, breaking news on sport, politics, business, and every other thing. Mr. William, can I start from here? Are the North or the Fulanis superior to other indigenes of Nigeria?
Thank you for having me this morning. Good morning, viewers all over the world, depending on where you are watching me from this morning. The major problem we are facing in Nigeria today is foreigners have hijacked the country from the original owners of the country.
Foreigners?
Yes, foreigners in the sense that most of the Fulani today, they are foreigners. Thank God that the truth is gradually coming out that under 2015, Buhari himself, APC government, they imported 3 million Fulani from Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, and the rest of them to win 2015 election. And they felt that maybe probably Jonathan is going to go to drag with them. They will cause mayhem in Nigeria. But when Jonathan conceded to Buhari by calling him, even before the INEC declared Buhari a winner, that ended all. The Fulani they brought to the Nigeria could not fight. And what they do is that they spread all over Africa, all over South here, everywhere in Nigeria. And you can see the result today. That country, as we speak now, is terrible. I watched a particular video of Fulani herdsmen. They kidnap Nigerians. All they do, they put 25 liters of cake, empty cake on the fire and be dropping the fire as it's burning on people's body. It's painful. And it happened like this as if we don't have government. And that's why I'm saying that, look, if you bring Angel Gabriel from heaven to come and rule the current structure of Nigeria, Angel Gabriel will abandon Nigeria and go back to heaven. What am I saying in essence? Yes. The best solution to Nigeria problem is divide this country. Let everybody go. Today we are discussing about Tinubu failure or Tinubu succeed. If you are to be Yoruba nation, will Yoruba nation allow Bola Ahmed Tinubu to head them? The answer is no. If you are to be Arewa nation, will Arewa allow Atiku Abubakar, the one that have woke up Arao and rest of them to rule them? The answer is no. They are bringing these weak people to come and govern Nigeria because they believe that one Nigeria is there. Your person don't do you, let our own person do you. And that's the situation we have found ourselves. As I've told you time without number, we are not discriminating any tribe. The same market Yoruba man is going, the same market Igbo man is going now. So the truth of the matter is that the government has failed us. Whether you remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu or not, it's not the solution. Viewers all over the world, you are watching me from, you are in that country where you are right now because Nigeria has spoiled. Nigeria don't budget. If Nigeria is okay, you will not abandon your fatherland and travel to a country where you not have full rights.
Some of them are even saying they are not Nigerians.
Yes, some of Nigerians are even denying they are not more Nigeria. Because even me that I'm in Nigeria, how can I be proud of Nigeria? What is Nigeria benefiting to me now?
So you're not proud of Nigeria now?
How can I be proud of Nigeria for crying out loud? I cannot travel to my village now because I don't have money for flights. I do video call with my family member because I'm afraid. You're going to your village now, you don't know where you meet Fulani herdsmen. Fear, anxiety is in our body. So I don't blame anybody who is in the foreign country deny Nigeria because even Nigeria, we don't more have respect in the world anymore. Our leaders has ridiculed us. Our leader has made that Nigeria is like nothing to the world. So for me, I don't blame anybody who is denying Nigeria. And that's why if you are in Europe, you are in Nigeria, let's gather together, champion this voice. Division is the way out, or you restructure the country called Nigeria.
Okay, I'm still saying that Tinubu brought Buhari and APC party is regarded as terrorist organization. I'm still saying that Tinubu is not a failure, but he's working very hard for all Nigerians.
Who is saying so?
That's Tunde Okafo.
Mr. Tunde Okafo.
He said he's not part of Nigeria.
Yes, Mr. Tunde Okafo is entitled to his opinion. Everybody has his own opinion. I cannot say your opinion is wrong. I mean, he knows the way why he's talking in that angle. But for we here in Nigeria, we are feeling the economy.
He's not part of Nigeria.
Okay, okay, it's a Biafra. Oh, okay.
Nigeria.
Okay. Tunde Okafo, yes. Yeah, that's why a lot of us are praying for the emergency, the emerge of Biafra land. I have said it time without number, I'm not an Igbo, but I supported Biafra 100%. I believe that if Biafra come today, if Yoruba nation come today, Arewa come today, we will live better Nigeria than what we are.
Olasu Komiadewumi said, I love listening to this man.
Thank you so much.
Let me take you on this last one. We saw Jonathan visiting IBB. So people are saying he went there because of his presidential ambition in 2027. So people are saying he just went there to felicitate with him. What's your take on this?
No, nobody should take a good luck Ebele Jonathan serious. But Jonathan,
We should not take him serious.
you should not take him serious. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is playing politics. Don't forget that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a Jagaban of Africa. He's just trying to use Jonathan to deceive the North. The North will say, oh, let's leave Peter Obi, let's shift our attention to Jonathan. At the end of it all, Jonathan is not going anywhere. I will tell you that Jonathan is not even ready to be a president. All this thing is speculation. And if today Jonathan come out and declare it's a politics, Jonathan go nowhere. The wife have come out and said it that they don't want to drag with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if you see him today that is coming out, forget about it. Jonathan go nowhere.
Okay, let me allow you go, Mr.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning, Flip TV. Good to be back. I've been away for a while. Okay, welcome back, Mr. Olasukom. Olasukom, there is a new anchor. Yes,
Olasukom, me. Yes, so yes, so.
He gave the work to me. He said I should continue.
I gave you the work.
Yes, guy said I should continue with the work.
So Olasukom, may God bless you.
Yes, let's start from here.
Yes.
We just have like 2 topics.
No problem.
Are the Fulanis or probably the North, are they more superior than other indigenous of this one country called Nigeria?
They seem to be more superior. The British gave them power. If you understand the laws of power. Pre-independence, the North were not ready for independence. I go and check it. Like I've always said, whenever I give you facts, I give you facts and evidence. The North were never ready for independence. Even after independence, they were the first to be shouting Araba, Araba. We don't want to stay, we want to leave. You understand? People like Azikiwe convinced the North that stay in like your one called Nigeria and so that since I don't want to laugh, that probably that we stay in one Nigeria. But then you saw what happened after independence. They held the most power because they are majorly in the army. The British advised them, go and join wherever there is power, and they've joined your army. They are in the force and everywhere, and they have found a way to capture, quote unquote, Nigeria. Over the weekend in Kwara State, Ifelodun in Kwara State first. That was on Thursday. I have the video, it's on my channel. How people were running for safety and everything because the Fulani S-men came and invaded. On Saturday, that was a breaking news. Kwara South, where there's Igbominos, the same Fulani S-men came to that place, Fulani military, and they pursued people in Owo, in Ogbomoso, in Igongo, in almost everywhere. These people seems to be above the law. I always say it, as if the Fulani military were Yoruba military, Buhari will have finished them. As if the Fulani military were Igbo military, Buhari will have finished them. But today, look at how they are behaving, look at how they've turned themselves to quote-unquote laws over other tribes. And they seem to be unstoppable. They won't seem here because that's what we are. Yes, they seem to be unstoppable because quote-unquote power has been given to them by your colonial master. You know, I've always told you that our independence is not are we truly independent, but I'm not going to go there today. So that is the problem. So whatever they do or the militias did, nobody is able to capture them. Nobody is able to rein them in. Nobody is able to find a way to. Because I remember I told all of you that assuming Sheikh Gumi, assuming his name was my name, that his name is Bishop Olasukomi, under Buhari, Sheikh Gumi, he will be in detention. And Igbo man, Bishop Chukuma, he will be in detention. Because Sheikh Gumi knows where bandits were under Buhari. But even the army say then that we don't know where there was bandits. Bello Torji now is begging for mercy under Tinubu. Under Buhari, he was stubborn. Bello Torji, the bandit leader, he was stubborn. Even police were there. So this, I don't come here to give you sentiment or emotions. I give you the facts and figures which you can Google and see. Everything I'm telling you here, you can go and fact check me. So these people seem to be above the law, and it seems that our law here is weak. But the Fulani are not even indigenous Nigerians. These people are aliens, quote unquote, because they came to this country in 1804 under the pretext of Islamic Jihad, which they overtook the Hausas. And I'm asking today, how many governors in the north are Hausa?
go and do investigation. So Tinubu seems to be cutting their wings, and kudos to him on that, cutting their wings politically. Only Tinubu has been able to say how to restructure Nigeria. I mean, the little restructure that you are seeing, other leaders are afraid. Other leaders cannot do the same thing. You understand? So I am telling you what's happening in Nigeria. Don't forget, after the death of Muhammadu Buhari, a man said from the north, that when they saw that the Yoruba with the OPC, Yoruba wanted to take back Kwara State, that's why they brought Buhari to politics. Again, this is fact I'm telling you about. The man just made that revelation last week or 2 weeks ago. So everything that I'm telling you here is what you can see that's happening. So it seems that the north, or better say the Fulanis, are above every indigenous tribes in Nigeria.
Okay, I'm I was saying that James Waymaker is an intelligent orator. Okay, I'm I was saying that I am happy to listen to Mr. Ridwan. I am I was saying that Afonja of Kwara State gave Kwara State a Yoruba state to the Fulani Janjaweed.
No, it's not that he gave. Afonja was having problem with the Alaafin then in Oyo State. Then he invited Alimi. Alimi was the Fulani person. Come, let us find a way to repel the Alaafin. But then bounties, points of war will be shared and everything. Which, after truly they were able to repel the Alaafin, Afonja remained in control of the old Ilorin then. Now, after everything, Alimi found a way to kill Afonja. That was why till today there's an emir of Ilorin instead of the Oba of Ilorin. Until now, Yoruba more than 70% of people of Ilorin. And as I talk to you now, even in Salah, Ojude Oba in Ijebu State, but in Ijebu land, in Ogun State. In Kwara, it's called Doba. Using that same that they use on the Hausas, the religion, they use religion, which they did under the Hausa people. That's what I did. This religion to capture the Hausa people. So you see a Yoruba person saying, I am an Ilorin person, but my name is Muhammadu Ajadi from Ilorin. I'm a Fulani. How? And I'm speaking Yoruba. So it is the same divide and rule. Over the weekend, we saw an argument on Twitter. A man from Ika in Delta said, we are not Igbos, but his name is Ifeanyi. So these are just the same thing. I'm not going there today, but look at the divide and rule. Because Nigeria as a country is just a mere geographical location, which I will always say, we are not yet a nation. We are being separated by artificial ethnic line. I gave you that report last week, which was on the Vanguard, which is a fact. How in 1985 Muhammadu Buhari voted for a Fulani man instead of a Nigerian man. Peter Onu was the then Secretary General of the OAU, which was the Organization of African Unity, which is now AU, African Union. From 1983 was substantive. In 1985, the time has come for election for him to be re-elected. You saw Muhammadu Buhari, even Julius Nyerere of Tanzania said yes, I'll vote for this man. He's a Nigerian man. He was doing well. Muhammadu Buhari left that man and he voted for Ide Umaru, a fellow Fulani man like Muhammadu Buhari, who is from Niger Republic. Until now, that action remains unparalleled. It has never happened before. That a city president of a nation, he voted against his own brother or his own somebody from the same nation for a foreigner. It has never happened in any geopolitical history before. So this shows you how artificially we are different. Muhammadu Buhari was busy building railway line from Kano to Maradi in Niger. Is there a railway line from Lagos to the eastern part of Nigeria where there is commercial activities? Under Muhammadu Buhari, people came from Niger during his campaign. Even governor of Niger, of a state in Niger came. Everything I'm telling you here, you can just as I'm talking, go and fact check it. I don't do emotion. So this shows, and has always shown, that Nigeria is just like I always say, we are not a country, and then that's how it is.
Okay, I'm too like I was saying that Yoruba lost Kwara State to Fulani people, and why? Okay,
I've just said maybe tomorrow we'll continue that.
Let's just play this one.
Yes, let's play this.
We saw Jonathan visiting IBB. his 84th birthday. So people are saying it's a political day, maybe because of his 2027 presidential ambition. So people are saying he just went there to celebrate with him. Within 1 minute, what can you say about that?
In a normal country, people like IBB should not be celebrated.
It's not celebrated.
Yes, June 12th election. Not even IBB. Many of our leaders that we call our heroes, many of them are supposed to be in detention, assuming Nigeria is a normal country. But in Nigeria, we honor people that are supposed to be dishonored. That is why things are not working, and things cannot work until we make the rule of law sacrosanct. Jonathan going there, Jonathan seems to be darling of the North now. Because number one, Jonathan have 4 more years to use. And number two, Jonathan favored the North. Jonathan practically left his own region, Niger Delta, and was favoring the North. But look at what they did to him. After building a magic school, building everything to make sure that the North had advantage. Look at what they did to Jonathan. So Jonathan going to IBB, what it is, was about president in the of state, and they came out to launch a book. When I look at it, all this, but Nigeria is just like a comedy scene. You understand? Yes, you are not yet a serious nation until let us use Rwanda as an example. Rwanda, look at how they are moving. Even Ghana here, we are not ready here, and Nigeria is not where it's supposed to be. If only want to be serious as a nation. So my brother, it's a lovely. My viewers, God bless all of you. Thanks for watching. We are going to be here tomorrow again. Mr. Lasso Komi is here. The new command, his name is Rashid, who is doing well. So stay here, like and share if you are watching, and always, many more news will be coming after you finish the program. God bless you.
Okay, my viewers, we've come to the end of today's Bystanders edition. It has been a lovely, lovely day with our viewers here, and you, our viewers, here with us. We are closing now. God bless all of our viewers. The pinned number, text that number on WhatsApp. You'll be added to the Flip TV platform on WhatsApp, where you get the latest news, information on politics, business, sport, everything you need to know what is really happening in Nigeria. I am Tunde Okafor. Ask Mr. Iwan why Fulani give that name to these people from Western Nigeria. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. You will be able to answer that tomorrow. It has been a lovely day. Make sure you text that number on WhatsApp. You'll be added to that platform. The number will be dropped even after the end of this program. Like, share, and drop your comment even after the end of this program. God bless you so much.